So, pollen filter replacement on a 2018 VW Sharan. This is the kind of facelift version with the LED lights at the back, and we're going to replace the pollen filter with this biofunctional cabin air filter. So it's got this FreciousPlus. So it's supposed to do fine dust, pollens, harmful gases, odours, as well as mould and bacteria. I like that look, odour, stench. So they say every 1 year to change this. And there we go, we've got the lovely blurb at the back. There's our carbon, which is the minimum type of filter you should get. There's the paper, you know, the mesh, there's the carbon, and this has got the biofunctional coating. So there's all our stats. I'm going to try this, I've never tried one of these before. Down to particulate matter 2.5. Diesel soot. So it'll be interesting to see just if this makes any difference or not. And the difference, it looks yellow. So we've got a lovely yellow colour plus the carbon inside, and on the clean side it's just that normal colour. What else do we get? Anything else? Ah, you do get a nice instruction book. It takes 12 minutes. There we go. That's basically the instructions. Dig underneath your glove box, remove your panel, and then slide this out. There's the model number. CUK for us, FP2939. Then just to bring it out and get it the right way around. It is shaped. Make that there, it's got a shape to it. What's this? Oh, this is some blurb about the biofunctional business. Anyway, let's get to it. So yeah, passenger side. So this is a right-hand drive. Right, so down here in the passenger compartment where their feet go, underneath the glove box, you've got this little kind of carpety piece and these twiddly things here, which you unscrew. There we go. They're just plastic screws, like caps, if you like. There's one. So there's two of those for us. And then once you've removed those, don't lose them, then you can pull this carpety piece down. That just comes away. That's probably a part number if you're missing yours and you fancy it. And then under here, there's our door for the pollen filter. So it's a slide affair. So all we need to do is just slide it back. It's a bit brutal, but there we go. And then you can see this door here has claws on it. That's what closes it. So just slide that towards the wheel. Take it out. And then our filter comes out. It does foul on this piece here. So unfortunately you do have to peel that back, which is a bit nasty for the filter. It's a bit brutal, but bring it down. Obviously easier with two hands. And then slide this out. It does come out eventually. There we go, look. If only it was a bit pushed in, it would be easier, but there we go. And that's the orientation. So the cutout again goes towards the wheel as it goes in. And airflow, you can just see that there. The airflow goes towards the engine bay because then it's going into the vent system. So yeah, just remove that. We had a Bosch in before. When was the date of that one? Can't read it from here. Oh, there we go. 2022. God, was that long ago? Was it? Okay. So yeah, remove that. And we'll put our new one in, obviously remove the plastic. So there we go, we have our new one in place with the lovely yellow. It's really bright now, it's out of the plastic. So it goes in that way. So airflow follows the same direction as we've taken it out. And then yeah, just need to squeeze it back in. I'm going to use two hands on this one. It does have cutouts here, so you can afford a little bit of bend, because they do expect you to bend it a little bit. And there, look. But yeah, it's a lot easier with two hands, so we're just going to slide that back in. Right, take my filter, squeeze it up, Again, that's an annoying piece of plastic. It does foul it here. So you just got to wiggle it in a bit. Right, I've got the door. Remember, this has to slide into your filter kind of back plate, if you like, so it needs to line into those, 6 of those, and once that goes in, you can just make out there it's nice and held in place, front and back. Move your door up, fully flush, and then push towards the steering wheel, and then that locks into place. There we go. Gives you a little click, and you should have this kind of back plate squeezing between the door and the housing, and that just makes a nice seal. And if you really want to, you could switch the fan on maximum, just make sure you can't feel anything here, obviously with the air vents not facing the ground, not facing your feet, but yeah, you could just try that just to make sure you haven't pinched anything, and then put your carpet back on. Yeah, so I'm just feeling here. No air escaping, so that's good to go. Right, once you've done that, you have to poke this back in. Just kind of rests in there, really. Kind of goes in over that carpet there, and then make sure you get your little vent holes in each of the gaps, like that. Push it in under. And then we can screw our plastic retention clips back in. There we go, there's a hole there. And you know you've got it right because it will line up and hold it into place. Where's the other one? There it is. There we go. And that is it. So, pollen filter replaced with the biofilter, ready for the zombie apocalypse. Thanks for watching.